It said, find clips of joy and make a little montage out of them. Well, I said, what could be more joyful for me than this? And I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it and got the oohs and the ahs. By the way, Maddie was okay. She spins like that until she almost vomits, like, constantly. I think it's something we lose somewhere along the way. We lose that ability as little kids to go spin. I can probably do it 7 times and then I'll start getting, queasy. And I think the same thing is true when it comes to joy. I think we lose this ability that these kids have of being joyful all the time. Because she's always happy, unless something's really bad, full diaper, she's hungry, her teeth are sore. But for the most part, she's all like, ah. You walk in there in the morning, you guys this morning. Her this morning, 6:30 a.m. Which is scary because the crib rail's right here. And she gets about this far up. She won't climb out, she just jump up and down and go, potty, 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 potty. I think we need to learn how to get back to that place of joy in our lives. So I'm going to tell you a story like Keely did about a time in my life when I didn't have very much joy, when I kind of started losing hope. Because if you lose hope, Pope Benedict just said in his encyclical to you guys, to the young people of the world, for World Youth Day this year on Palm Sunday, he said, hope is the greatest gift that you can get from Christ. Hope. Hope gives you joy. And joy is something that transforms and supersedes everything. I lost a lot of joy this time last year. It was not a very fun time to be me. Not because of anything. I mean, look, my son was months away from being born. My daughter was just getting to the stage where she started saying daddy and started crawling around. And so I'm home 3 or 4 days a week taking care of them. And I love it. I love it. I used to take Maddie to Spry lunch with me. We had lunch out at Spry at the Justice Pizza. Yes. And we would go there and have lunch with some teens. And she loved it. It was great. Then I got a phone call. It was a Tuesday. I won't forget because I was on my office. I had an edge night that night. And I probably did the worst youth ministry I ever did that night. A friend of mine, I grew up across the street from, I grew up in a typical neighborhood, right? 10, 20 kids running around playing road hockey and baseball and all that stuff. So across the street from me, there was a brother and a sister. Nicole's my age. Chris, about 3 years older than us. So we went to school together. Grew up together. I used to spend every summer with Chris. Because we worked together. His mom was my boss. My dad was our supervisor, his mom was my boss. It was like a family affair, right? We mowed lawns, we did stuff. Like we just, we screwed around, hide from our boss. They paid us good money. We went through university that way. So basically from the time I was about 16, until I was about 24, every summer, 40 hours a week, Chris and Brad. He always told me that the only thing he couldn't prepare himself for was one thing, and it was an aneurysm. See, Chris was a physical trainer. He was in perfect physical health. He got himself in great shape. He was getting up in the morning and going to be a firefighter. He had passed all the physical tests, all the mental tests, and he was going for the final interview. He called down. He was house sitting at his mother-in-law's house. He called down to his fiancée and said, hey, I'm going to take a shower. And all she heard was thump. Before she got up the stairs, he was gone. You're not supposed to bury people that are your age, ever. Until you're so old that your hair is white and falling out. But it happens. 3 weeks later, my cousin from Edmonton died as well. And it was tough, going to funerals and watching people that were 2 years older than me and 2 years younger than me, who were just getting started in their lives. I remember sitting in an office just around the corner from here with a friend of mine, his father Dan, and saying, why does this happen to people? Why? And you know me find with joy. Chris had fallen away from the church. He was thinking about getting married, and his mom had actually just started working over at Pope John. So he started hanging out there a little bit. And he was beginning to develop a faith life. And he died. I think it's ironic now that every Sunday when you go to Mass at Pope John, his name's right underneath on the top of the step in the sanctuary. His dad, who had completely fallen away from the faith, is now a Roman Catholic, practicing every week. He sits next to his wife at Mass. See, what Father Dan helped me realize was that bad things happen all the time in life. But God is there in those times. And what God does is, He allows you to see the good things in those times. And what He does is, shows you that there's still the joy. If it wasn't for what happened with Chris, his dad wouldn't be in the church today. And it's radically transformed this man's life. Death and resurrection. We are in Easter right now. We are an Easter people, and we celebrate that, the joy that is the resurrection. And without that death, there is no Easter. So bad stuff's going to happen to you in your life. I guarantee it. What you need to do is find where Jesus is working in that, and love Him, and thank Him for it. After this, I kind of go back to life, you know? I started playing with my kids, I started living again, and I realized that, you know, He's not there. I'm not going to go to my high school reunion this summer and see Him. But I am going to see His sister. And she's about 3 months pregnant. I have a sinking suspicion if there's a boy born, I know what his name's going to be. I know that God works through sorrow to make joy. I know this. I know that God is always giving us opportunities to see joy in our life, like these little kids running around. Our job now is to be able to look through that and find the joy. So when you go to your small groups next, before you start the questions, I want you, when you pray, before you end your prayer, take a second and go around the circle. Where did God give you joy this week? Where is God giving you joy? All right? Please go to your small groups. Small group leaders, as long as you